Ok, bueno pues, hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Rafael y estamos en un nuevo episodio de Volver al Futuro, episodio 4, casi digo 3, visión doble. Me compré la versión de paga de esto, lo pongo aquí en medio porque después voy a recortar todo este video. O sea, recortar partes no, sino ajustar la pantalla para que se vea mejor. Pero bueno, vamos a nuevo juego. Lo he estado testeando un poco. Y sí. Y ese se ha puesto en calidad máxima todo lo del X Recorder. Así que espero que todo salga bien. Tengo espacio suficiente en el celular y todo. Ahí está bien. Llevo tiempo sin grabar esto porque se me rompieron los lentes. Así que no me acuerdo mucho qué pasaba qué pasaba. Ah, claro.
What? Where am I?
Claro, yo estoy recordando. Perdón.
Citizen Plus? Citizen Plus!
¿Qué estaba diciendo? Ah, que rompí mis lentes. Ya tengo unos nuevos. Bueno, básicamente yo necesito los lentes. Está pasando una moto. Básicamente.
Just locked up all my stuff. I'll never get that combination on my own.
Básicamente necesito los lentes porque si paso mucho tiempo en la computadora comienzan a arderme los ojos. Bueno, creo que eso le pasa a todo el mundo. Pero hace tiempo que estoy comenzando a tener mi visión ya está bajando un poco. Así que tengo unos lentes con anti-reflex y medida. No sé qué tiene que ver todo esto con esto, pero bueno.
Doesn't look like it's on.
Make sure the McFly boy is prepped for his Citizen Plus treatment by the time I finish with my husband.
How is Citizen Brown?
I'm afraid it's worse than we imagined. He's gone completely antisocial.
Darn.
We're using every tool at our disposal to snap him out of it. But I fear that nothing short of a complete personality rebuild will bring our leader back to us.
And it's all McFly's fault?
Unbelievable, isn't it? One teenage hooligan has brought Hill Valley to the brink of ruin. Ah, well. Let me know when he's ready. I'll be tending to Citizen Brown.
I gotta get out of here and rescue Doc.
¿Y cómo salgo? La clásica.
Hey, let me out!
Quiero ir al baño. La clásica. Pues...
That's not very relaxing.
¿Qué dice?
That's not very relaxing.
Ah. Relájate. Tenemos todo bajo control. Window.
Doc.
A ver, esta es la única opción, creo. Me quitaron todo, ¿no? Ah, no. Me di cuenta.
Hello?
What?
Hey, could you get me a burger or something? The only food I've had today is a tofu dog.
Regrettably, sir, the rigors of the Citizen Plus treatment require you to begin the process with an empty stomach.
Let me out of here.
Sorry, sir, but Citizen Plus patients aren't allowed to exit their waiting rooms until the Citizen Plus treatment chamber has been suitably prepped for their procedure.
Why is all my stuff locked in a cage?
Pasando muchos carros como siempre. Hay tráfico, hay tráfico.
In order to ensure that Citizen Plus patients don't injure themselves, their belongings are placed in a locked box until the completion of their Citizen Plus treatment.
Injure themselves?
It's a very intensive process. Some people can't handle it.
Can I take a look at my stuff for a second?
Why?
I want to make sure my guitar neck isn't getting bent.
What?
Come on, man. My parents spent a fortune on that thing.
Fine. Back away from the door, sir.
¿En serio?
There. How's the guitar?
I guess it's okay.
Good.
Me supongo que he memorizado esto, ¿no?
I'll never get that combination on my own.
A ver, algo estaba hablando yo, no me acuerdo qué era. No recuerdo. En la cámara.
Martin?
Ah, Dad, is that you?
Who else would it be?
Where are you?
Back in the garage. What are you doing in the Citizen Plus ward?
Edna threw me in here.
She can't do that to my son. How can I help?
Ah, ya me acordé. En X Recorder hay una función que sirve básicamente. Espera que todos se callen. ¿Por qué estás aquí? Y se me congeló el juego. Voy a tener que reiniciar todo, espera. Voy a poner pausa. Ok.
Not that I'm not happy that you're here, but why are you here?
I'm looking for your mother.
Mom?
After you left, she and I had a big old fight, and, well, she went and signed herself up for a full battery of Citizen Plus treatments.
Didn't you tell her about Biff?
I tried. You know your mother. Once she puts her mind to something, she's a regular force of nature.
I figure that if I can just find her, maybe I can talk her out of this foolishness.
Lo que está diciendo. En esto no creo si se llama X Recorder o qué cosa. Pero tiene una función para subir el micrófono. Así que yo lo puse al máximo, así que probablemente me estén escuchando demasiado fuerte. ¿Puedes ayudarme a escapar?
Is there any way you could help me escape this loony bin?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe override the security systems or something.
Override the what? Son, this isn't a science fiction movie.
I tried to peek over the guard's shoulder to get the combination, but he's too tall.
Over his shoulder? Hold on.
What?
I may have it on tape.
Zoom, enhance, zoom, enhance.
Ha! What?
The camera was high enough to see over his shoulder.
Nice work, Dad.
The combination is 2 left, 8 right, 18 left, 32 right.
All right.
Hey, your guitar! I'm sorry I tried to throw it out.
Yeah, the guitar's pretty cool, but this is what I care about.
No fair making your dad all misty, son.
Muy bien, tenemos la guitarra, tenemos todo. Sí, tenemos todo. ¿Esto para qué es?
Dad,
How can I help, son?
So, have you found Mom yet?
Not yet.
You wouldn't believe how many cameras they've got around here.
Dad, those Citizen Plus watches are gonna turn everyone in Hill Valley into robots, starting with Citizen Brown.
I always suspected digital watches were evil.
It's not the watches, Dad, it's Edna. She's completely lost it.
Citizen is...
A ver que se mejore la conexión.
Oh, that... It's not
Y devuelve el color.
good. Oh, excellent.
¿Qué pasa? A ver.
Dad, I know this is a lot to accept, but I've gotta
¿Qué pasa?
Citizen Brown so that we can go back in time and stop him from ever marrying in the first place.
You're right, son. That is a lot to accept. So let's forget you ever said it. Just concentrate on getting you out of there.
Yeah, maybe that's for the best.
Sí, mucho mejor.
Stay close, Dad.
I'm as close as I can get, Martin.
¿Y lo demás que tenía?
Hello?
What now?
¿Servirá esto? ¿Es esto la solución? Y otra vez se ha congelado. A ver, a ver, a ver. Esperen, esperen. Ok, ya cargó, ya cargó.
Can I take another look at my
No.
Salir. A ver, ¿por qué está pasando esto? Ahora sí. Uy, Jennifer.
Jen? Hey, Jennifer! I gotta get her attention. Dad,
How can I help, son?
could you let me talk to Jennifer?
Jennifer Parker?
Yeah, she's in the room next door.
Let's see, that'd be waiting room beta. Got it.
You're all patched in, son. Jennifer.
Martin, is that you? Where are you?
I'm over here, in the camera.
Oh, Martin, aren't you in enough trouble already?
Trouble? Jen, what are you talking about?
You know, with all the drinking and the PDAs.
Jennifer, oh, what's wrong with you? You sound strange.
I used to be strange, Martin, but thanks to my first Citizen Plus treatment, I'm well on my way to becoming an average, well-adjusted teenager.
Ya le daban el
Citizen
cerebro.
Plus? Oh no, Jen, not you too. Hey, do you know what time it is?
No.
¿Qué pasó? Otra vez. ¿Cómo puedo solucionar esto? A ver. ¿Puede pausar? Ah, no, no.
Didn't they give you some kind of digital watch when you were done with all that brainwashing?
The Citizen Plus watch? I won't get one of those for another 5 or 6 treatments.
Rat.
Muy bien.
Jen, this whole Citizen Plus thing is a scam. Edna's using it to take control of everyone in Hill Valley, including her husband.
You know, Citizen Edna told me you were having paranoid delusions, but I had no idea.
Why is your door open?
Now that I'm finished with my Citizen Plus treatment, I'm
Espera,
free
¿cómo sabe que es abierto?
to go whenever I want. I'm just waiting for the nice guard to escort me out.
A ver, ¿se ve desde aquí? Ya me
Could
da
you
curiosidad.
hang around for a few minutes? It's nice to have someone to talk to.
I'll be here until the guard comes for me. Then I'll really have to tell him about how you're hijacking the cameras.
Oh, come on,
Uy.
don't be a narc.
I'm not a narc. I'm a good citizen.
No se ve desde aquí. A menos que sea esto, pero está aquí, así que no veo la forma en que se... Ah, claro. No, olviden lo que dije. ¿Por qué me da que suba con esto? Uy,
Okay, Jen, here's a little something I think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
Martin?
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Martin? What are you doing?
What's going on here?
I have no idea, sir. I was minding my own business when all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, well, neither is this.
uy.
No one scrambles my brain. You hear me? No one. I'm Jennifer Parker, rock and roller.
Jen?
Oh, yeah, right.
Ah, sí se ve desde ahí.
Yeah. Jen.
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you disguised so we can walk out of here. Calvin Klein underwear? Really?
There. How do I look?
Little short
Creo que Marty no sé, le gustará la tela.
for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to do. Come on.
Muy bien, ya somos libres. Podemos hablar con George.
Dad?
Uy,
Dad?
Okay, Hotshot, what's next?
Now we rescue Citizen Brown, get the hell out of here, and get things back to the way they're supposed to be.
Whatever, just as long as I get to break some stuff. I've got a lot of pent-up hostility right now, you know?
Miss Parker,
What the?
Yeah.
I'm here to escort you to the lobby. Your father's waiting for you.
Can he wait? I was hoping that this attractive young man could take me on a tour of the facilities.
I'm afraid I really must insist, miss.
Relax, Jennifer. I've got everything under control.
Really?
Really.
Okay then. But first...
What was that for?
For saving me, dummy. Let's go, officer.
You know, I'm probably gonna have to write you up for a PDA violation.
iba a decir
Bite
que
me.
What?
Rock and roll.
iba a decir que es amable policía al no revelar al no delatarlos, y sale con eso. Se ha vuelto a congelar esto y bueno, toca esperar nomás. Muy bien, estamos de vuelta. Toma un tiempo ¿hay algo de interés aquí? Uy, ya me tiran a otro.
Hey, get me out of here.
Sorry, can't hear you in this thing, but thanks for the duds, though.
Don't touch that! I need the caffeine.
Mm.
Can I have some of that? Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's Tannen's. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try. I'm pretty persuasive.
No.
Por si no me quedó claro.
Stop fighting it, darling. You're only hurting yourself.
¿Dónde está Beef?
Wow, they've really got this door locked up tight. I wonder what sick freak they've got in here. Ah! I should have known. Hi, Biff. Looks like your intercom's busted. Just as well. It'd probably be just a bunch of swearing and mixed metaphors anyway.
Justo lo que iba a decir.
Hey, Biff. Guess who your guard is? Peekaboo. The guard says I'm not supposed to give you any food until you swallow your pill.
Lo único que tengo es esto.
Hi, Biff. Come on, Biff, just swallow your pill.
Muy bien.
Don't worry, Emmett.
Oh, Biff spit.
Y ahora aquí.
Hey, is that a public display of affection over there?
What? Sorry, it was just a shadow. Stop goofing around and get back to work.
Yes, sir.
Jeez, what have they been feeding Biff? Horse tranquilizers?
Bueno, es un...
You, God!
Who, me?
I mean, me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Sure.
Okay, Doc, I'm in. Now, how do I get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable? He'll be out for a while.
Ay, pues que tiene que hacer algo con el panel.
What are you doing in here?
Looking for the bathroom?
The next scheduled bathroom break isn't for another 158 minutes.
Right.
Entonces con el panel.
I'm sorry about the discomfort, my love.
I've seen that helmet somewhere before, but it never did that.
A ver, vamos a ver.
Jeez, where's the off button on this thing? Hey, an equalizer. At least, I think it's an equalizer.
A ver, vamos con esto.
Olfactory. I think I know what that means.
Olfato, creo. Sí, tiene que ver con el olfato.
What the?
Looks like the aroma tanks have clogged themselves again.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. Come on, make yourself useful. I'm sorry about the delay, dear. This'd go a lot easier if you just gave up this madness about time machines and altering the past. You should concentrate on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more hours.
Edna, please, think about the consequences of your actions.
Me? You're the one threatening the social order of Hill Valley with your crazy time machine talk.
A ver, vamos a probar este ahora.
Gastrosensory? Tactile?
Uy,
Sorry.
perdón. Quedan estos dos, así que...
Where's my...
Volume. Finally, a word understand.
Uy, eso hizo algo.
Okay, that moved him a few inches. Maybe I can blast him right out the door. Optics.
When did I lose control?
No. Ah, sí. Ah, no.
I guess the speakers won't push him any further until I hook it up to a really big sound.
Ah, está ahí, ¿no? Entonces ahora está desocupado.
You'll never get away with this.
I've gotten away with this for years, Emmett. You've just been too distracted by the little gadgets.
Locked. Crap. Check. Sibilance.
What was that?
Ah, ya entendí.
Hey, Doc, let's get ready to blow this joint.
What was that?
Marvin.
You! What are you doing?
Getting my friend out of here, you nutcase. Okay, that was a little less dramatic than I had expected. Whoa! Let's go, Your Honor.
What? I can't hear you!
Menos mal que se traía casco.
You're welcome.
You slackers!
Menos mal que ese guardia traía casco, ¿no? Si no, Marty iba a ser responsable de una muerte. Bien, esperando que cargue. Perdón.
Attention citizens. This is an Omega-1 priority alert. Potentially disruptive nonconformists are loose in the courthouse. Please return to your homes until the situation has been resolved. Have a nice day.
What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
They?
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had direct tow to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
Fascinating.
Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
I guess.
En esta realidad, Clara sí murió en el barranco ese.
What the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
Harsh. All right, Dad. No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
Yes, now. But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
Mom, Dad, no!
They'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess you're right.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Great! Let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
Hablando de paradojas, ¿esto no es en sí una paradoja? No sé. Me parece que esto es una paradoja.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry. If things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second...
A lo que me refiero es que Marty debería estar desapareciendo, tal como Emmett lo estuvo haciendo, ¿no? Como Emmett lo hizo más bien.
There, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
Stay off...
A ver si está yendo la conexión. ¿Por qué?
Stay off the... Citizen Brown? Emmett?
Ok, tenemos que esperar.
He's not coming back, you know.
What are you talking about?
Emmett, without me to guide him, he's almost useless. Before I found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me to inspire him, look at what we've built!
Yeah, you've inspired him all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
Not the only inspiration of Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Blech. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
Ah, pues no le dolió.
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous. Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yeah, well, he did that too. Okay, Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
¿Lo logró?
It worked! Ha-ha! 1 second I'm in the present, the next I'm 6 months in the past. Amazing!
6 months? It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment. Ha-ha!
Emmett, don't do this. You need help.
Oh, blow out your exhaust, poor dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't... Martin, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I sent the repaired time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well, I'm sure there's no need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Here.
What's this?
Clothes for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my life without my help, did you?
Fine! Leave! I'll ruin you in it! I run this town!
Ok. Simplemente ok.
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
De vuelta al pasado. ¿Qué más les puedo hablar en lo que carga? Ah, creo que hace unos días salió el episodio 15 de The Walking Dead. Pues honestamente no tengo nada que opinar de eso.
This is where I last saw him. You, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on a first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
Very cool.
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me 71.
A ver, dejemos que cargue un rato. Me refiero a que se estabilice el internet.
Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool. Never did matter.
¿Por qué tantos carros?
See Frankenstein, though.
But you're going to. That's what we're here for, remember?
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspire me with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
Well, how could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown. An Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70-plus years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
The town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc, you need to... Go inside and check it out. First rule of time travel, Doc, never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It can cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek. Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Muy bien. ¿Dónde estaba? Ah. Aquí estaba M. Sí voy.
Sonny! You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Finalmente, conditional topic. Aquí.
Oh, you know, here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine!
Yeah, well, girls are great and all, but don't get carried away. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frank and...
Oh, sure. I'm far too busy for movies these...
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
The rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car, but more trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
No te rindas.
No, you were really onto something with the rocket car. You've just gotta...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
The what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here. What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around, Crockett.
October 12th. Doc?
Bien, ahora tengo que hablar con el doco o buscar al joven. Tengo que ir a por el viejo.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up at 86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being. I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already infatuated, as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna? Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Muy bien. El DeLorean sigue funcionando en las 3 dimensiones. Y Marty ya tuvo como 2 incidentes con la 4ª dimensión. Hey Arthur.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Oh!
I'll talk to her. You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not? Good luck!
Muy bien. Una buena forma de ocultar el DeLorean. Vamos a ver. Arthur.
Hey, Artie! Officer!
Officer?
Oh, right. Don't blow your cover.
Will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
Spell it! B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh, dear.
Mr. Crockett! You do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
No, esto mejor.
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
No.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him, so oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah. I mean, Emmett's nice and all, but he's not exactly the kind of guy that has girls swarming all over him.
Well, I'm not your average girl.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Crockett, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Muy bien. Este es el tipo que...
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not
open?
till tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds! You got official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look familiar. Do I know you?
Nope.
A ver, vamos a hablar con el Doc.
Well?
I talked to her.
And?
She says she knows what she's looking for, and it's you.
But it can't be me. It wasn't me. Marty, we don't belong together.
You don't have to tell me that.
Find out exactly what her requirements are. I can almost guarantee you that I don't fit them.
Puedo ver esto.
It's not as nice as my truck back in 86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in 86.
¿Qué tan fuerte suenan los carros?
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Crockett. You know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain. I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities...
Say, what's your game?
Just curious. Just trying to understand... female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
Vamos a ver. Uf, no quiero que me metan copia otra vez. ¿Está volviendo? No, creo que se va. Tenía el dedo ahí. Estoy presionando, no quiero que me metan copia otra vez. ¿Qué es eso?
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Of course! What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
So you Emmett only has eyes for you?
Absolutely. It's almost embarrassing how devoted he is to me.
Well, it's good to hear he's finally settling down.
Yes. Settling down?
Ready to stop playing the field, as it were.
Playing the... Oh, you're joking.
No, creo que ya terminó muy bien.
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't...
En serio, perdón todo ese ruido que ocurre. Pero está muy por encima de mis posibilidades de hacer algo. Aunque el X recorder tiene una función de limpiar el audio, así que no sé si se estará escuchando. No, pero de todas formas yo lo reviso.
Know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Hey, Trixie.
Hey, Audie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Enemistad ahí.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, making me think Kid had gone and iced Audie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here. Listen,
Directo
I've got
al
a
grano.
proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's gotta resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Y ahora... Y ahora están gritando afuera. Ahora sí.
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techni, Muse of Progress.
Entonces no va a ayudar.
So, Artie's working for the Expo too, huh?
Oh, Audie's doing swell. The papers made a big deal of him testifying against Kid. People have been beating boy ever since the trial. The Expo's darn lucky they could get him.
Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
One who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
See you, Trixie.
From the Chamber of Wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
Ahora vamos a ver al Doc.
Good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change mine. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
Any idea what your teenage self is doing right now?
Unless I miss my guess, he's in the garage frantically working on his latest invention and cursing because he can't quite get it to work. Damn!
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, don't! After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double-checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits...
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving predictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
It worked. Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. The discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the...
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Ya, han abierto eso.
Press button to experience future Hill Valley, circa 1981. I don't think I've visited that timeline yet.
Sí, funciona.
Pleasant dreams, Hill Valley. And the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Hal's Hardware. Hal's Hardware, serving our fair city since 1895. And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of, and life is sweet. Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's thirsty crops.
Presiona este, ¿no? Sigue este.
Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. And what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this elevated super train of tomorrow? The century looks bright for our fair metropolis. Jump with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981. Courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective imagination of mankind. Could this be our venerable town square? Yes, indeed. Though the form looks strange and new, the function remains the same as ever. But where are all the people? Why, they're underground. A network of burrows extends a mile into the earth. Give future Hill Valley's 10 million citizens plenty of space to work, play, and raise their families.
Sí se puede.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Crockett. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I better go see what's keeping him.
Yo voy a ver.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut, not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see, I know what you're up to.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Ahora quién es la que le va a engañar, ¿no?
I'll keep her occupied till you get...
Ay, la conexión, la conexión. La conexión. ¿Puedo llevarme algo más?
I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981. Nice rock, but I can't reach it.
Este era, ¿no?
Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's thirsty crops.
Nunca no se me había ocurrido eso. Bueno. Y qué con esta piedra.
Hey, Artie.
Hey, Mr. G-Man. How's the, undercover operation?
If everything goes as planned, we should be wrapping things up real soon now.
Well, when it's time for me to play my part, just say the word.
So you're the registration guy for the expo?
and chief accountant, and paymaster.
Hey, you're coming up in the world.
And none of it would have happened if I hadn't responded to that subpoena.
I like Trixie's new outfit.
Cost the expo $14.89, but it was worth every penny. After all, she's the public face of the expo. Techne, muse of progress.
I don't suppose you miss working for Kit Tannen.
No siree, Bob. I don't know how I ever got mixed up with an abusive, gun-toting thug like that. He even stiffed me on overtime pay.
You haven't met Sylvia yet, have you?
My contact person? Not yet. Is he or she at the expo?
I don't think so, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a she.
¿De qué última?
Think the Hill Valley Expo will be a success?
I don't see why not. Why shouldn't California have its own high technology center?
Ok, vámonos.
Keep doing what you're doing, Grandpa.
Grandpa?
That's our, code name for you.
Oh, ha! Funny.
Trixie no va a ayudar, así que... ¿puedes saber con ese tubo? No.
Now that I've got my bitchin' train/skateboard, I don't need the DeLorean to get around town.
¿Esto? No. ¿Lo podré usar aquí? Y se está yendo la conexión. A ver si...
Hope you're ready for a big breakup. Emmett?
Uy, ¿qué se quita ahí?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see now, what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with the woman of my dreams. And a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Muy bien. Salida.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you. Hey, the test subject wears this mind mapping helmet which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio...
Algún día me iré a algún sitio donde no hagan ruido. Como en lo alto de un edificio. Y otra vez la música. Ya le metí en copia este. Perdón. Ya le metí en copia este video. Ya que.
Switch, the
¿Qué
subject
se le va a hacer?
exposed here
Porque
is a visual
la desgracia me persigue.
stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to type writer, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind.
pasa aquí?
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Absurd.
Menos mal lo pausé. Menos mal lo pausé. Ahora sí.
Place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout? Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Otra vez.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested the last few.
A ver, no sé si dejarlo reposar un rato. No, sí, lo voy a dejar reposar. A ver, ¿qué pasó? A ver, ¿cómo está la escena primero?
Before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scan. Oh.
Ok. Voy a dejarlo descansar un rato. Y la pantalla ha desaparecido. Y creo que ya está bien la conexión y todo, así que sigamos.
By their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really.
A ver, vamos a ver esto.
What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes message in the mind map. Helmet and turns them into punch cards, like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together. Well, Edna gave me the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure. How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Ew.
Oh.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
It's fine.
Really?
Really.
Well, that's a relief.
Tremendo camión que está pasando por aquí, por una avenida bien angostita, por una avenida aquí, por una calle.
You have no idea how long it took to find one in my mother's photo album that Edna approved of.
Uy, uy, uy. ¿Qué más puedo hacer?
Ah, that smells much better. Careful, don't let all the flavor escape.
A ver, creo que ya lo estoy entendiendo.
I guess it needs time to get boiling.
No. Quiero el este.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Ya no muestra nada.
Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well, we'll just see about that. Hey there, you stinky little bacteria.
A ver, vamos a dejar un rato más porque... Sí, ¿por qué la conexión está tan mala? Paciencia ya. Pausemos. Muy bien.
Oh, that's the stuff.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care.
That smells good.
I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care.
Once the expo's over, I'll need to upgrade the mental.
If I do get the mean and stony stare, if I
Ew.
tengo nada que decir. Y todo se pone así. ¿Qué lo he apagado? Puede poseer un...
Ew. So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet doesn't work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing. It was all sense of judgment.
No, thank. Bye.
Go ahead.
Miren, ahora sí.
Ah, that Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
Inventario. No, aquí. ¿Dónde tengo la etiqueta?
How can I get Emmett to have reactions that are the opposite? According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Pues no la tengo.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Hey. No, creo que esto es con esto.
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was guns a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
This thing reads Emmett's mind. According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Yo me estoy cansando un poco de esto porque... A ver. ¿Por qué el internet está tan mal? No tengo... Aparte del celular y la laptop no tengo nada más encendido. No entiendo por qué. You guys what's good so what is going around? Okay.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever. What the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Bien, ¿y ahora qué?
I'd better not return it yet. I might need it to clean something. If only this stuff was several hours older, I could use it to dissolve Emmett's suit.
Ah. Creo que ya sé.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
No se puede ir todavía. Y si me tiene que dar una... Me tengo que dar una cartilla, pero no...
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Pero vamos a ver otra vez esto. Ahora vamos otra vez a la expo.
Hey Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine. It'll be safe in there. Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Nope, no green light yet.
Y como, uy, ya está abierto esto.
I wonder how Doc's doing with the DeLorean.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Urban, reminding you fur is forever.
¿Puedo llevarme algo de aquí?
Furs donated by Lamont's House of Ermine. At least they're going to a good cause. They're stuck tight in this tar.
Ah, oh. Dime que lo puedo sacar.
Nope, no green light yet.
Sí, lo puedo sacar.
Emmett's formula, still as good as new. Never know when I might need to get some sticky substances out of some clothes. It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, or the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
Y ahora sí. No había nada más para agarrar, ¿no? Perdón. A ver, vamos a ver para estar seguros.
Maybe when real Doc comes back, we'll take a trip to see a dinosaur. It's like the one I did for my grade science fair.
Y ahora sí vamos a dejar la botella aquí.
Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again.
No puedo pasar por aquí.
I wonder how Doc's doing with the DeLorean.
I see. Well, you certainly do know a lot about...
Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I'm going to run a short end, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it started to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests and we'll see what we find.
Y a recuperar la botella. Por aquí tiene que estar. Aquí. No.
Nope, no green light yet.
Aquí está.
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though.
¿Que un viaje más? Se refiere a un viaje más, ¿no? Ahora a ver qué tengo que hacer. Ok. Pero ya lo hice, ¿no? Ahora sí. A ver, es un poquito difícil controlar esto.
I wonder how Doc's doing with the DeLorean. Hey, the light's green.
Ah, cierto, no puedo pasar por ahí.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
Any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. Yeah.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great!
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
I'm going to fire up the Kroll analyzer again. Then, while I'm storing it, you can... Uh-oh. Where did it go?
The lab!
You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Age to perfection.
Bien, de vuelta al laboratorio.
Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
Uy.
Oh my!
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
Oh, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Crockett, what can I do for you?
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
He wants to give you the scoop about his thrilling escape from Kid Tannen.
That's yesterday's news. Our invention will be tomorrow's story.
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him He's so...
A esperar otra vez. Y ahora sí.
Dead.
Don't I wish? Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. So,
Otra vez.
disturbing.
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps. According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. Ew.
Otra vez vamos a ver.
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
A ver, creo que ese es.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter? What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthful of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Your machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly, right now the whole thing's just a gussied up potentiometer. But with years of refinements and a whole lot of investors, the M will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, edible complexes.
And
then we can set about curing them, of course.
Of course. Anyway. Did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
As far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
Muy bien, ahora sí.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Ah, no, no era esto.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps. According to Emmett, it prints out mind maps.
Ok, no sé qué más hacer.
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
That's Kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
Me estoy confundiendo con esto.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Sí, dice lo mismo.
About 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps. According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
A ver, eso ya lo hice.
Hey Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well, we'll just see about that.
No, quiero el switch ese. A ver, creo que tengo que repetirlo.
Hey there, you stinky little bacteria. Ew. According to Emmett, it prints out mind maps. This thing reads Emmett's mind maps. Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Ew.
Okay.
Once over. Need to upgrade the mental alignment test to account for stray sensory stimuli.
Emmett?
What?
Your jacket's got a little,
Oh. There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash.
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really dirty?
blends.
That. expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can... Now all I have to do is convince Edna that Emma's a degenerate criminal who's stepping out on her. Tannen's mind map. If Emmett's map looked like this, I bet Edna wouldn't think he's such a model citizen. If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Y se apagó. A ver. Ya hice esto. Pero no veo qué más hacer.
Emmett?
Yeah?
You get back to work. We'll catch up later.
Thanks.
Por aquí vi algo, creo que...
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care.
That smells good.
I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care if I do get the mean and stony stare. If I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care.
Sí, no sé qué más hacer. Y tengo todavía eso que no sé. ¿Y para qué sirve y está con internet malo?
To all who approach these hallowed halls. What's cooking?
Ideas. Up here. Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think I have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
See you, Trixie.
Don't be a stranger.
¿Y cómo hago eso?
Hi, Artie.
Go on. Call me Grandpa.
Huh? Right. So, Grandpa...
¿Por qué le...? Ah, claro, es su nombre código.
That's all now.
Over and out.
Can I talk to you a minute, Miss Strickland?
Surely. Excuse us a moment.
It's like this. I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Does it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That may operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and his invention.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Sí. El de la sopa.
Hey, pal.
Oh, geez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Shouldn't you be in jail with the rest of Kid's gang?
I was, but then an opportunity availed itself and I
sang like a canary.
I prefer to think of it as exhibiting an admirable sense of self-preservation.
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah.
Why not?
'Cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
You seem kind of angry about Trixie.
Angry? Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even Kid doesn't know. Stuff that'd curl your socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just cheeses me off, you know?
¿Qué pasa con sus dientes? ¿Aún hablas con Kid?
Have you heard from Kid lately?
We're not exactly on speaking terms these days, on account of our varying degrees of incarceration.
Hey, what's with your teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Oh, crap.
What's wrong?
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. How was I to know they'd turn my teeth green?
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out, Artie, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
So what's so, toe-curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm good at you.
Oh, come...
No.
Hey, what? I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
Well, under the influence of alcohol, my mom made a pass at me.
Ooh. All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I, have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Well, okay.
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling here?
How the heck would I know? Electro this, robo that, dynamo the other. It's all Greek to me.
Ya ni nada más que hacer con él.
Hang loose, pal.
You talk funny, mister.
Ah, no, espera, se lo tengo que dar a ella.
You might want to take a look at this.
Why in the world would I be interested in... Oh,
Ahora sí,
what
¿no?
have we here? Oh, sir! Mr. McFly! It appears your muse has been inspiring
sí,
more than
aparece.
progress.
Trixie? Oh, no. What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is she doing in a dirty postcard? I swear, Mr. McFly, if that doesn't convince you that Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent Hill
I
Valley...
don't need you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good at what she does. I don't care if she was once the winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter to... Trixie?
What is it, Audie?
You know I don't like to pry, but what state did you grow up in?
Province, Manitoba. Why?
Not even an American.
See, darling, the charter specifically states that the Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian...
I'm being fired? You are firing me?
I don't want to.
Here, take it back.
Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to reason.
Let's talk.
Uy, eso no es bueno. Ah, pero ¿por qué bien captó Duarte, no? O sea, con aceptar su pasado.
Trixie?
I'll do it. I'll make that blue-nosed bitty eat her heart out.
That's great. I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But we
up...
gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlor-Maid's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
Why am I not surprised?
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And then?
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
Yo tengo dos de esos.
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but, they'll work. How about the diamond in the photo album?
I'll get them to you.
El diamante.
Voila!
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up, and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it. Now bring me that photo album, and we'll be in business.
Hey,
Hi, Trix.
No.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
I'm working on it. Now bring me that photo album, and we'll be in business.
De vuelta con Emmett. Ya estamos haciendo avances al menos.
How's it hanging, Emmett?
No time for small talk. I've got machines to tune and mind maps to sort.
¿Dónde puede haber un álbum de fotos? tengo miedo de volver a tocarlo.
You're looking. What are you?
Your picture.
Why? Is something wrong?
You look a little constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
And intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from. Has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Creo que el problema es en esta casa, ¿no? Porque en la feria de ciencias no me ocurre esto, o sí, y no me da cuenta.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
I go to over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture.
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Y aún no tengo la cosa esta. Ahora que lo pienso...
Hey, Emmett, need a snack? Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Oh, I've heard of these. They better be really nutritious.
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps. Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Vamos de vuelta. Yo creo que no hay nada, ¿no? Sí, vamos de vuelta, vamos de vuelta. ¿Dónde está Trixie? Aquí está.
I brought him its photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long he won't.
Great.
A common parlor maid you see before you, but beneath this apron there beats the heart of a... Oh, hiya, kid.
Sure you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long he won't.
Otra vez la música... Ah, no. Pero ya son música, así que... De todas formas le van a meter copy.
I'm back.
And I'm busy. Make yourself at home, though.
Ahora, ¿dónde consigo su lector de mente esa?
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Vamos a ver esto. Otra vez, pero ya lo hice.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one. I'd swap Tannen's card with Emmett's, but it's got Tannen's name on it. I'll just have to generate a new mind map for Emmett.
No.
How can I get Emmett to have reactions that are the opposite of those expected of a model citizen? Ew. According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. This thing reads Emmett's mind maps. Want an algae cake?
Sure. Oh.
It's a picture of Edna. Since Emmett's got the hots for her, I guess she's supposed to provoke a positive response.
No. Ah, eso era. No, esto.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model citizen.
I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant.
That smells good.
I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I go. If I do get them, please don't stay successful. It won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care. They say I may or mean offense, but I don't care. Sort of sorry, I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy, so lucky, next I am lucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care. I don't care if I do get a mean and stony stare.
It's Danny Ponte. So I guess he's supposed to get a positive response from model citizens.
But I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent.
It's Danny Parker. He's a cop, so I guess he's supposed to get a positive response from model citizens.
Entonces. lo pido ahora, M.
Want another?
Not right now. I need some time to recover from the last one.
Got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care if I do get the meat and stony stare. If I'm never successful, it won't be disgraceful.
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a tannin, so I guess he's a negative figure.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people think of me.
Hey, I remember that picture from Edna's apartment in 1986. It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure.
I don't care. I don't care if I do get the but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. Think of me.
Ah, ¿ya estamos terminando esto?
I'm happy-go-lucky and say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care. If I do don't care, successful, it won't be disgraceful, 'cause I don't. I don't care. I'm independent. I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care.
Trixie, I don't think Edna approves of her, so I guess she's a negative figure.
I'm happy-go-lucky and say I am lucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care. I don't care if I do get the meat and stare. If I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best.
Al fin. Al fin. Y todo porque no está presionando el switch. Estaba presionando este que lo apagaba. Y este era el que debía presionar.
Swapping out Emmett's mind map with a crappier one is a great idea, but I should probably scan it with the mental alignment meter first. If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
Ah, creo que ya entendí.
Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map and Emmett's own machine will do him in.
Okay, Emmett. Get rid of me, do you?
Hey!
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter.
Well, that's about it.
It is?
Yep. As soon as I get all this stuff loaded into the truck, I'll be ready for the expo. Want to lend me a hand?
How about I go tell Edna you're coming? I'll, get her ready for you to pop the question.
Good thinking. Go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
I really hope this works.
2 horas 22 minutos. No, esto me va a demorar horas. Y terminar de editar.
Doc! What's all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh! You got the time circuits fixed.
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and in the timeline you're from.
The right timeline?
Yes. I've got a wife.
A great wife, Clara, and kids, and a dog, and a bitchin' time train, and
how does her return? How does she end up?
Oh, well, Edna ends up...
Mejor decirle la verdad, ¿no?
To be honest, she ends up kinda sad.
Sad?
She lives with some in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people and collecting newspapers, living in the past.
I see. Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way.
El que ven las motos.
Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you.
Pero tampoco le das así porque yo diría que lo convirtió en Corea del Norte.
Doc, she tried to erase your brain.
Oh, she was terrible, no argument. Horrible. But she started out with such pure intentions.
So did Nero. I don't believe this.
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we can find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
No. I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes?
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
Tenemos que venderlo, ¿no? Ah, ahí viene Emmet. ¿Le podré tirar pintura así? Ah, no. Parece que no. Ah, no, sí.
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Yo, hello, Sonny. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know? No telling how Edna's gonna react.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
Emmett!
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks. Still gotta get it off my chest.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uy.
My grandfather's suit!
My formula!
Oh.
Don't look! Turn your head! I'll be right back and we can try this all over again.
It's Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter! How do you know this woman?
I don't! I mean, I listened to some of her records and I may have taken a picture or two of her,
Yes.
but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond too. I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna,
don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
But I am, see? The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card.
Se darqueó todo.
I've known a degenerate criminal. Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through things.
Espero un rato más. Y bien, ahora sí, continuemos.
You and me can. Emmett?
Uy.
That went off great, huh?
Yeah, maybe too great.
Hola. Ah, ya.
Emmett!
Está grabando, ¿no? Ahora sí.
Emmett!
Go away!
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and
The story is over.
Emmett, no.
Okay, Emmett, hold still. I know your emotions are running a little wild, but don't do anything crazy.
Emotions? What emotions? My emotions are dead.
No dejes sin vigilancia.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do you...
This is where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
Oh. What are you thinking about?
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need...
Todos un ver Frankenstein.
To give your system a jolt. Take a thriller like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air and see, there's this wild storm going on and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore. And I never will.
Don't give me that. You care. You still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about...
¿El teléfono o la bombilla? Esto.
Think about Edison and the light bulb. That was a great invention.
Might have been. If there was anything in this miserable world worth illuminating.
The telephone. Think how that invention has revolutionized the whole world.
Yes. Now a person can be rejected long distance.
The automobile was a great invention, right? You love cars.
Yes. If I'm lucky, I may be struck by one today.
Help me out.
Get my nerve. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
Me! Care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You did this to me.
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me...
Okay, I can work with that.
I loathe you, Sonny Crockett. Or is that even your real name?
Marty! My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
Porque sí o por mi propio bien. Se ha congelado y... Ahora sí.
I did it for fun.
You ruined my life? Fun?
Yeah, that's how I get my kicks.
You bastard. That time been building up my dreams, telling me I was going to be a great scientist.
Don't stop dreaming. You will be a scientist.
Your flattery doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, what a laugh. Dreams are only people with guts enough to follow them.
You're saying I don't have guts?
You? Look at you.
What do you know? A person like you? You don't know the first thing about me. I have more dreams than my little...
And daydreams don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's what they said to...
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah, and look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you. Listen to me, good. From now on, if I'm living my life my way, I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas.
El momento más épico y se corta. Perdón por todo eso. Y el video prácticamente es más yo quejándome que que juego. Así que perdón también por eso.
My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Great Scott. I've got it.
Got what?
Solution. My invention. I know how to make it work.
Mental alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
The rocket car?
Not rockets at all. That was my mistake. The basic idea was sound, but the propulsion system was unworkable. The lightning. Suddenly the answer is clear. It came to me all at once, like...
A bolt of lightning?
Exactly! Static electricity! Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Damn it! You're you again!
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be done. And the expo begins at 8!
Let's get the hell out of here before anything else happens!
What?
I said, let's get out of here before anything... It's not going anywhere. Emmett!
What?
I'm sorry I had to get you so upset. See, I figured you needed to...
Forget it! This isn't the time for long-winded explanations.
I'll help you finish your new invention.
Great! The first step is to get me down from here!
Hang in there!
Very funny!
I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue. I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue. Emmett's helmet. I don't think he needs it now. It's not going anywhere.
No hay nada que pueda hacer. ¿Puedo atraparlo desde aquí?
Hey, Emmett!
What?
I guess he can't hear me from down here. It's not going anywhere.
¿Qué hago? No tengo nada.
Can't undo the knot. It's not going anywhere. Hold on!
I wasn't planning on doing anything else!
A ver qué hay algo. ¿Esto?
The expo's already started.
¿Qué hago? ¿Qué hago? Sí, pero voy a necesitar las guías.
Emmett!
What?
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Don't!
Hold on! I've got an idea!
Good, cause I'm fresh out!
A ver aquí. Baja, baja. Bomberos bajando. Muy bien, ¿dónde está la fórmula esta?
Emmett's solution. This stuff's dangerous.
Aquí.
Emmett's helmet. I don't think he needs it now.
No. No lo he visto, no lo he visto.
Hang in there!
I don't have a choice!
Muy bien. Ahora solo tengo que balancearme. ¿Qué fue? Allá.
Gotcha!
Let's get out of here!
Your pants! They're stuck!
Do something before we're crushed!
Sí.
What are you doing?
Trust me! Hold on!
What did you say your name was again?
Marty!
Marty? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Tungsten. The catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the converter will no doubt be intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from all the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention? You think you can finish it before the end of the expo?
Think? I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate in intensity, leading to sudden shifts in polarity. The results could conceivably be catastrophic.
Who cares?
My thought exactly. Science should be messy and unpredictable, or else where's the fun of it?
Casi 3 horas. Uy, ahí está.
Need a lift?
Mr. Sagan, got the kinks worked out of your car of the future?
Not all of them, but at least the DeLorean's mundane terrestrial functionality remains intact.
As usual, I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
There, my dear, don't worry. I'm sure it will all turn out well in the end.
Maybe for everyone else, but I suddenly feel very much like someone who's going to be alone and unloved for a very long time. Maybe I should get a cat.
Nonsense. I can state with nearly 100% certainty that you're going to have a long and fulfilling life.
How can you know that?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing about you and young Emmett and his friends.
Uy.
Tell me, how much do you know about Sonny Crockett?
Ahora Ciudadano Brown es su enemigo. A ver, que cargue el adelanto y los créditos. The final.
Let me explain it again. I realize that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable. It was science. She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. If Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path. Doc?
Y bueno, al final cuando ya estoy terminando, ya la conexión va bien, ¿no? Muy fuerte, muy fuerte. Pero bueno, espero les haya gustado y nos vemos en el episodio final. Adiós.